am LordMaddog, and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. Yes. Last time... Oh, what did we do last time? I can't quite remember. Ah, yes. We unlocked antimatter and built an antimatter collector and put it in space. And then we fooled around with the one laser-powered rocket launcher. Pretty fun time playing around with it. It didn't achieve anything with it really. It's just more something fun to play with. It would take a lot of energy and time added on to what I put into it already to really make it a viable option of launching something. Because from a scene scale of the scaling it up wouldn't change much. It's all about the power you have behind it. So this time, however, we do got a wonderful thing in store. We are taking a probe to Dres. We will go ahead and jump right on in. As you can see, we've already taken off from Minimus, and we are getting up into a good orbit place where we can activate our... Oh, no, we cannot activate our engine. Okay, we're going to have to go higher up to activate. That's right, because the small one has to be at 90 minimum safe distance. There we go. Activate it and turn off this, and then we are going to fly out and fly away from Earth, Kerbin, yes, and fly towards Kerbal, the planet. I mean the sun. We gotta fly towards the sun. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and spin around and float around for a good amount of time, trying to bleed off the 6,000 meters per second we have. So I'm going to skip you through that so you don't have to watch it. Oh, this plain old science got done here, and so we're going to finalize it. Okay, here we go. Yes, there we are. And go ahead and board again. It broke off. Something did. Yes, it broke off. Undock. Link. Yes. Alright. There we go. Now we're going to transfer perform all science. Yay. We transferred our dude into it, performing all science. Now we're going to start research. He's getting almost 8 a day. And now we're going to go ahead and have this build base 2. Build base. Alright. Now we're going to go back out and continue our dance with the sun. We dance with the sun for a long time. Dance with the sun for a long, long time. Alright. So we have got our speed down to a reasonable amount. I think we're going to probably stop. No, I'm going to dance around a little bit more with the sun there. I went too close to the sun and I blew up. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to keep on their dance, try to get down lower, and then we're going to go out towards Dres. Towards Dres, flying towards Dres. Oh, whoops. I'm skip forward too far forward. Flying towards Dres. Here we are. We're going flying directly towards Dres. Yes, we are now at Dres. And we're going to spend the delta Z necessary to get an orbit around Dres. Here we go. Activate. Come on. There we go. 7-minute long burn. That's Yeah, but we do have almost a 2 thrust-to-weight ratio on Dres, so that's good to know. It means we'll be able to travel around on the surface a decent amount without too much effort. So, bringing ourselves into a nice orbit around Dres. Yes, we have achieved a stable orbit around Dres. Now, take some science, get some science, crew report, EVA, dude. Oh, we're also going to turn this, the surveyor, on. Can't quite turn it on yet because I have to get it in a stable, good orbit here. We'll go ahead and do that. I had a mod originally that lets you scan the whole Earth instead of instantly getting the whole Earth when you hit scan at what's it called. However, that mod was just annoying and it would take an extra time that wasn't necessary. Just getting to an orbit, northern orbit, and I'm fine with that. So, some more data. All right. Now we're gonna need to head back. No, well, I guess we can land on it first instead of going back. See if there's any places we have not got any information on here. Save. All right, we got a bunch of data. We now have this scanned thoroughly too. And we're going to go to land on Dres. Low orbit. We're going to go ahead and land here now. After we got the little thingies. EVA, yay, we're gonna give him some more science. Yes, we have successfully flew over the poles north and performed a spacewalk, yes. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and try to actually land. I want to land in the sun though. Just because it makes things much easier. Yep. More science. Gathering much more science. I'm going back to the space station, and now it takes a while for it to load. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and get the next offer. We need to land on Dres. Why does it have 2 land on Dres? Don't ask me why. Land rover on Dres. That doesn't make sense. Why would I have 2 land rovers on Dres? Oh, whatever. We'll only take 1 for now. We may visit later Dres in the future again later. Long load times. Skip them. Here we go. Skip the load time a little bit. Maneuvering nodes. A maneuvering node here. I want to try to land into more of a sunny spot on the planet here. Execute node. That flapping sound. I think it's the alright. Landing guidance. Let's see if this thing can actually do the landing guidance without crashing me for once. Hopefully MechJab does do it, because if MechJab doesn't do it, I'll have to do it manually, and that could be a pain. I don't think it's going to succeed in doing this. It's not counting the right calculations. We're looking over here and see what missions there is. We're getting close to the ground now, and MechJab is giving us a continuous push. I think we're going to be able to land just perfectly fine. Oh, we're getting close. 30, 29, 24, 21. Oh yeah, right down there. 2, 5, yes. Do we have touchdown? At a really slow speed. Yes. Yeah. Is there surface there? Actually, you can't do that right now. You have to rock over. X-ray data. 64. Oops, fell off. Landed on Dres, yes. Here I stand on Dres. Ludman was here. Poor Jebediah. He would love to be the one who does all these, but sadly, in my opinion, pilots are essentially worthless in this game. If you spend a little bit of time and money putting up a decent solar, whatever they call it, a different communication network, and it become quite useless pretty quick. Yay, seismic data. Alright. There we go. Save game. Save, quick save. Now we're gonna go back and see what other missions there is for landing on Dres. If there's anything new for landing on Dres. Land on rover on Dres. Okay, wait. We already had that one. Now we gotta rename our ship to rover, to a rover, but it may change its icon to a rover. Open all bays. We gotta find our. There it is. Oops. Rename Dres probe rover, and then we can exit the hatch and switch over. Come on, switch over to the probe. There he is. You successfully entered it. There we are. Now we're gonna have to fly off over there to the that location. I'd probably bring back in Ludman. Ooh, no, that was bad. Alright. Reload. We gotta rename it again to change the name again here, quickly. Change the name to probe, rover. Yay. It generated a different set of waypoints, but that's fine. We're gonna fly it to them. Actually, that's not the closest one. I need to go over here. It's far closer. Oh, no, 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 don't hit the ground, don't hit the ground. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, yeah. See if I got it. It counts with me even being inside it. Yep, now we just need to go visit the other one. And leaving zone, flying over to the other zone. Keeps telling me I can't warp. I don't know why it keeps telling me that. I know that. Entering site. We have completed. It's done. Yay. Alright, so now we could fly this around to different bone mines, which I don't really think is worthwhile, because I don't know, the Dres is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. I thought Dres was a very small moon shape, but it's a bit bigger. So we're just going to get out of range and fly back to Earth. Earth we go! Yay! I have to do the dance around the sun, so we're gonna skip through the dance around the sun. I'm pretty good at it this time, so it won't take too long. There we go. We just got in position and bled off 3K almost worth. Well, actually, a little bit more than 3K worth there, down to our matching target pretty well now. There. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Oops, I reloaded because I want to. I overwent. I could get it down to 8, so I might as well go ahead and go down to 800, and that's good enough. Let's fly back towards Kerbal. Let's make sure we don't get too close to the sun while we do it. Kerbal. Boom. Now once we're here, we're gonna have to go ahead and adjust this limiter again. Alright. Flying around, trying to get into the right order. You know what? Instead of returning this directly to Kerbal, I mean it's decent amount of good science, but instead of directly returning it to Kerbal, I think we're going to actually return it to my space station. I know there's a mod that lets you transmit your science to it, and so you don't actually have to physically take it to it. If I ever play Kerbal Space Program, I'll definitely do that again, because and that it kind of makes sense. I should be able to transmit some of my science data, relays my science data to it. but it also kind of feels like a cheat. But at this point, when you've pretty much mastered Kerbal Space Program, I mean, not mastered, but I mean you've basically done all the science and unlocked all the tech before already, at least once, then you know a little bit more won't hurt. Here we go. We are going to spend the necessary delta V to pull down my apoleps. It's a long burn. Very long burn. Alright. We're also going to warp on out here, and we're going to go ahead and try to circle ourselves a little bit, because you have to be somewhat circularized to rendezvous properly. Alright. Select this target. Execute rendezvous autopilot. Engaging autopilot. Yes. Yeah, okay. And spending the delta V necessary to get into more of a circularized orbit. But I don't want to come that close to circularized orbit, so I'm going to have to turn off my autopilot, and because otherwise it would take, I ain't going to be at a rendezvous. You have to be in either a smaller or higher orbit around your rendezvous target. There we go. Now we can engage autopilot. 3 phase turns, that's fine. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 3.38%. Okay. Yep. So it's actually 4. We are now getting close to being able to rendezvous with it. In 17 minutes, it will. There we are. Yes. Flying towards it at 15 meters a second. Okay. Yeah, that's about close enough. No, not quite close enough. I need to go closer myself. Alright. I would do that. 3 meters a second. I'll retrograde and burn here as soon as I get close enough for my liking. Alright. Oops, did it too much. Alright. Now we will go ahead and save again, because I like to save. I've had too many crashes and breaks as is. So we just took all of our data, 64, and we're going to board and give it all to my space stations. Level up crew. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and, after much debate, I think I'm going to actually just undock that thing. That thing's been in the way forever, and there's no reason for it to even be around. Alright, now we're going to leave Ludman here in space because he actually increases my research speed. And we are going to return to Kerbin from Dres. Yes. A little bit of lag there. Well, the game stutter stop or whatever. And right there, a good burn down orbit, retrograde orbit, no, whatever we call that, arrow break orbit. And we'll burn off our solar panel pieces, as we always do. Our solar collectors. Yay, we're down through the atmosphere. As soon as we hit reasonable speed, we're gonna... Oops, I dropped my probes. Okay. Wait, how do I have probes? I thought I shot the probes off at Dres. Aw, shoot. Ah, that's stupid. I must have reloaded before I launched them. That sucks. Which means I didn't get the seismic data. So it means I lost 169 some science data. Alright, we gathered 92 data. Don't know how that's actually possible. Save, alright. So, that will be it for this time around. The next time, we will send a whole bunch of more science stations up into orbit and dock them with my space station so I can use that science I just gathered to gain a lot more science. So I will see you next time. LordMaddog signing off.